My beloved soul, every tear you shed was carefully and lovingly collected, kept in my flask as a precious jewel. I saw you in your settings of distress, in the quiet rooms of your history where your spirit poured out its affliction. I saw your face on the pillow soaked with tears of solitude. I saw you in your car with tears streaming down, pleading for a way out. I saw you at your desk, swallowing the cries of frustration. You have revisited these places in your mind, and they still echo with the sound of your pain. They have become monuments to your loss, your letdown, your struggle, and a part of you believes they will always remain this way. Sites haunted by sorrow, territories you must avoid to keep the wound from reopening. Today, I am here to inform you that I am initiating a project of restoration in your life, a masterpiece of redemption. What I will show you next can redefine your course, because my aim is not just to heal your recollection of these spots, but to completely redeem them. I pronounce over your life a truth that will change your emotional landscape. You will laugh in the very places where you only cried. That room will no longer be the site of your isolation, but the stage for your sweetest fellowship with me. That path you walked with a heavy heart will become your walkway of triumph. That desk of frustration will become your platform for divine ingenuity and favor. I am not merely wiping away your tears. I am transforming the source of them into a spring of gladness. Before we continue, state this word of conviction in the comments. The delight of the Lord is my strength. This is your agreement with my restorative work, declaring readiness for a new season of happiness. Now, take a deep breath. Your time of mourning over these places is over. Your season of merriment is about to begin. My daughter, pay close attention now for your full joy to materialize. You need to grasp the sacred value of your past tears. You viewed them as indicators of weakness, defeat, or desperation. I viewed them as necessary irrigation. The ground of your spirit, in certain areas, had become hard, arid, compacted by routine, arrogance, or old hurts. The new seeds of joy, purpose, and closeness I intended to sow could not take root. Your tears, spilled honestly and openly before me, were the rain that softened the earth. Every sob was like a plow, breaking up layers of self-reliance and control. You thought you were falling apart, but in reality, you were opening up. You believed you were drowning, but you were being immersed in a new depth of surrender. I never waste suffering. I never disregard a tear. In every drop, I was present, not just as a comforter, but as a sower. In the damp soil of your sadness, I planted the seeds of your approaching delight. And those seeds, nourished by your anguish and warmed by the light of my love, have been growing silently beneath the surface, unseen by you. Your long spell of weeping was actually a time of cultivation. I was preparing a harvest of joy so strong, so durable that minor future hardships won't shake it. Happiness born from the absence of difficulty is fragile, but happiness that arises from experiencing my faithfulness amid trials, that is joy like an oak with deep roots. There is an essential concept you must grasp beforehand. The intensity of your past sorrow determined your heart's capacity for future elation. Because you wept profoundly, you will rejoice extravagantly. Your trial was not pointless. It expanded your capacity for happiness. Now, before we move on, affirm this in the comments. I place my trust in the Lord. By doing so, you reinforce your belief and extend encouragement to others needing to feel my presence. It is your acknowledgement that you trust the divine gardener's methods. If this message resonated, please support this work by clicking thanks and help share words of guidance and inspiration with many people. Be thankful for every tear. They were not an end, but a commencement. My precious soul, the primary healing will occur in the most private place where you wept, your own heart. Specifically in your connections. You cried over a friend's betrayal, a relative's indifference, a lover's departure. These specific spots in your spirit, tied to those individuals, became booby-trapped and perilous. You learned not to tread there anymore. But I am entering those areas today, not to trigger the explosives, but to disarm them with my grace. Your recovery starts with a fresh viewpoint. I will grant you my sight to view these people not as your tormentors, but as souls also hurting, who acted from their own pain and limitations. This empathy will initiate your release. Then the miracle will happen. Where memory held pain, I will place a new recollection. I will start arranging new moments within those same relationships, or new ones that will redeem them. That distant family member will make an unexpected loving gesture. A new friendship will appear, possessing a loyalty and depth that will mend the wound of past betrayal. I will bring you a love that respects your heart in a way that reduces the pain of abandonment to a footnote in your story, not the chapter title. You will find yourself laughing at a family dinner table that used to be a source of tension. You will find yourself sharing your deepest thoughts with a companion with a trust you thought was lost forever. You will experience a calm and happiness alongside someone that will make the tears of the past seem like they happened in another lifetime. What I will unveil next can transform your existence. I am not just healing you. I am restoring lost time. I am making up for the years of connection lost, of happiness taken. And the joy that approaches will be greater because you will understand the worth of true closeness, having known the ache of its absence. I, your God, I'm sending you a specific indicator. The confirmation you await is in this verse, Psalm 35, which reads, "Weeping may linger for the night, but joy comes in the morning." Post in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send warmth and protection to someone you care for, proclaiming that God's morning of happiness is approaching for them. If this word touched you, show your backing with a thanks and assist in spreading this light. Before we proceed, allow me to direct you towards something I have prepared to fortify your belief further. If you feel a need for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and success aligned with my heart, a 31-day experience awaits you. Each day was designed for me to speak more profoundly to your spirit. If you wish to follow this route, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let's continue. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now to keep getting messages of light. Your night of relational weeping is finished. Your morning of shared laughter has begun. My blessed soul, another area where you cried extensively was concerning your goals and your calling. You wept tears of frustration facing closed pathways. You cried tears of inadequacy, feeling you weren't capable enough. You cried tears of being overlooked, feeling your abilities would never be acknowledged or utilized. Your workspace, your office, your desk sometimes became sites of quiet suffering. I saw it. And I am now altering the season over your professional and vocational life. Where there was stagnation, I am bringing a rush of possibility. Where there was dismissal, I am pouring out a balm of favor. The same entrances that were locked will begin to open with surprising ease. The same individuals who previously ignored you will start seeking your insight and input. Your desk, once a place of fruitless effort, will become an altar of divine conception. Ideas will come easily. Solutions will present themselves. And your work, once a burden, will become your passion. You will catch yourself smiling with satisfaction at the end of a workday. You will feel the pleasure of seeing your efforts bear fruit, of knowing you are making a difference, walking in the fullness of your assignment. I am not merely granting you a new position or project. I am restoring your self-respect. I am validating the gifts I placed within you. I am showing you that your perception of not being enough was a falsehood, and that you were perfectly equipped from the start for the mission I assigned you. The period of preparation, of feeling small, is over. The time to stand tall and shine has arrived. Post in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to accept. Picture each one, send them warmth, and say, "I accept you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and liberty acceptance brings. Repeat this practice daily to build inner calm and release worry. Accept the bosses, co-workers, and systems that frustrated you. And most importantly, accept yourself for every perceived error, for every mistake. Your past does not determine your professional tomorrow. Your struggle story is actually your credential in resilience. And that is what qualifies you for the influence and leadership I am now releasing over you. You won't laugh in spite of your difficulty. You will laugh because of it, understanding that it prepared you for this moment of victory. My precious soul, The return of laughter won't be confined to your spirit and your career. It will invade your physical surroundings. Think about your own dwelling. Perhaps there is a room, an armchair, a specific corner that became your place for weeping, the spot where you retreated to privately process your distress. I am redeeming these areas today. I am cleansing the atmosphere of sadness and replacing it with a climate of peace and happiness. That very room will become your sanctuary of celebration. That armchair will become the spot where you sit to conceive new dreams, to laugh over a good book, to have conversations that nourish your soul. I am shifting the function of your spaces. And what about your own body? You wept before the mirror, unhappy with your appearance, frustrated by physical limitations, chronic discomfort, or low energy. Your body became a site of conflict, but I created it to be a vessel of joy, an instrument of praise, and I am releasing a wave of healing and vitality over you. It won't just be symptom relief, it will be a restoration of your zest for living in your own skin. You will look at yourself and smile, not because you are flawless, but because you will see yourself through my loving gaze, appreciating the distinct beauty of my creation. You will sense a new energy, a fresh desire to move your body, to dance, to walk, to embrace existence. The tears of pain you shed over your body will be replaced by smiles of gratitude for its stamina and endurance. There is something deep I want you to understand. I care about every detail of your life. Nothing is too small for my project of making things whole. I desire your happiness to be complete, permeating not just your spirit, but your soul, your body, your home, your finances. I am turning every inch of your domain from a memorial of affliction into a garden of delight. Your entire existence is being renewed. My daughter, this process of seeing laughter replace tears in your afflicted areas will qualify you for a powerful new commission. You will become an architect of hope. Because you have witnessed firsthand my ability to redesign and restore spaces of pain, you will possess the conviction and authority to help others do the same. You will meet people stuck in their own crying rooms, convinced that sorrow is their permanent address. And you, with your story, will be the key that opens the window and lets the light in. You can say, I know this room. I used to live here. But let me show you the garden that exists on the other side. Your compassion won't be theoretical, it will be felt deeply. Your encouragement won't be a platitude, it will be contagious. What the adversary intended to use to isolate you in your own sadness, I am turning into your greatest tool for connection and healing for others. Your testimony won't be God got me out of the pain, but the far more potent testimony of God transformed the very place of my pain into a wellspring of joy. And this is the message the world desperately needs to hear. You will become an expert at discovering beauty in the ashes, at seeing the potential for a garden in barren ground. You will develop the eyes of a restorer, and I will use you to bring beauty, order, and happiness to lives, families, and communities devastated by grief. Do not undervalue your history of tears. It was your academy for the soul's design, and you graduated with honors. Now, I am commissioning you to go and construct havens of hope in the deserts of people's hearts. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of mutual support and affection. Post a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, Lord, make me a restorer of tearful places, a bearer of your redeeming joy, is your acceptance of this beautiful and potent commission. My precious soul, how can you actively participate in this restoration endeavor? How can you hasten the transformation where laughter replaces tears in your afflicted areas? Your role is one of intentional rejoicing. I call you to deliberately begin creating new associations in your old spaces of pain. Take that room where you cried the most and transform it. Paint one wall a cheerful color. Place fresh blossoms there. Put on uplifting music there. Then sit there, not to recall the sadness, but to intentionally dream with me about your future. Claim the area for happiness. Think about that relationship that caused you distress. Instead of avoiding the person or dwelling on resentment, take a small step of grace. Send a kind message. Offer a brief petition for them. You don't need to become their best friend, but every small act of goodwill is you planting a flower in the minefield of the past. Think about your old work surface. If it's still there, decorate it. If not, Find a new spot and dedicate it to me as your new platform for creativity. Start a new project there, no matter how small, and do it with a spirit of joy and thankfulness. What I want you to grasp is that you don't need to wait for the feeling of happiness to arrive before you begin to smile. Your act of laughing by faith, of celebrating by conviction, of forming new memories by faith, is what invites the emotion to follow. You are acting from your new reality, not your old memory. You are refusing to allow the past to dictate the atmosphere of your present. You are, with authority, redecorating your own spirit. And I, your interior design partner, will come with my power and presence to seal and amplify every small act of restoration you initiate. We are a team, and our mission is to turn every aspect of your life into a reflection of the beauty, joy, and redemption of my kingdom. My beloved soul, we have reached the close of our discussion. The promise has been proclaimed, the restoration work has begun, and your heart now holds a new map, one that shows how valleys of tears can and will turn into mountains of joy. I want you to depart from this meeting with a fresh expectation. View your difficult places not with apprehension or sorrow, but with holy anticipation. Look at them and ask, Father, what will you do here? What kind of joyful flower will you plant in this soil that was so watered by my tears? Your outlook has shifted. Your memorials of suffering are being dismantled, and in their place I am erecting palaces of delight. Your story is no longer about what you lost, but about how I restored everything in a more glorious way. Your identity is no longer the one who cried, but the one whose weeping was turned into laughter. This is your new truth. Live from it, speak from it, act from it, and watch as your circumstances adjust to align with it. Your long night of sorrow has fulfilled its purpose, and now your morning of happiness has arrived. And it is not transient happiness. It is happiness with roots, happiness with history, happiness possessing the power to reclaim time. Go now, and locate the first place where you only wept, and allow yourself by conviction to offer a small smile. That smile is a prophecy, and I promise it will grow into a great laugh. If this message resonated with you and your circumstances, post in the comments, "I will laugh where I wept," in Jesus' name. Your words fortify your conviction and also illuminate the way for others needing this light. Share your experiences below. And before we finish, I need to direct you towards something I prepared especially for you. I have seen your search for internal healing, spiritual reconnection, new direction, and prosperity originating from my hands. None of this is accidental. When your heart cries out, I open passages. Therefore, through this channel, I have laid before you a guided 31-day experience, a process where daily I can communicate more deeply with your spirit. This is not just a guide. It is a path to restoration, alignment, and growth, created to strengthen your belief, renew your hope, and open ways you couldn't have imagined. If you feel this calling, access the link I placed in the description and the first pinned comment on this video. Start this course of healing, reconnection, direction, and success today. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and brightening your path. If this message touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to continue receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.